If you're over 60 and working hard to build muscle, hitting the gym, eating clean, staying active, but still not seeing real results, there's a hard truth you need to hear. You might be doing everything right and still sabotaging your progress. Not because you're lazy, not because it's too late, but because there are 3 silent killers, hidden mistakes that slowly shut down your muscle growth without you even realizing it. These aren't obvious, and most people never talk about them. But today, we're exposing the truth. We're breaking down the top 3 muscle-killing mistakes men and women over 60 are making. And more importantly, how you can stop them cold and finally start seeing real strength, shape, and energy return to your body. Let's get into it. Before these mistakes do more damage. Before we dive in, real quick, tell me in the comments, where in the world are you watching this from? I'd love to know. Mistake number 1, skipping resistance. Training, let's be brutally honest. If you're over 60 and still believe that taking daily walks, doing light stretches, or casually moving around the house is enough to keep your body strong and your independence intact, you're dangerously underestimating what your body truly needs. Yes, cardio has its place. Walking is great for heart health. Stretching helps with flexibility. But when it comes to holding on to muscle, staying functional, and really aging with strength, cardio alone simply isn't enough. Resistance training is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's your weapon against time. Starting in your 30s, your body naturally begins to lose muscle, and the process only speeds up as you age. By the time you hit 60, that muscle loss, known as sarcopenia, can begin to strip away not just your strength, but your ability to live freely. This isn't just about aesthetics. This is about mobility, balance, power, and control. It's about your ability to get out of bed without assistance, climb stairs without gasping for air, carry your groceries without straining, and play with your grandkids without pain or fatigue. It's about your right to move through life with confidence, and that right fades fast if your muscles are left untrained. Let's be clear, no one escapes sarcopenia without a fight. If you aren't actively engaging your muscles, if you're not consistently applying resistance through strength-focused exercises, your body will start breaking down the muscle tissue you already have, slowly, subtly, and steadily. And what makes it worse is that this muscle loss doesn't knock on your door. It creeps in silently. You won't notice it all at once. It shows up in the form of stiffness, slower movements, joint aches, sudden fatigue, and an unsettling decline in your ability to do simple things you once did without thinking. But here's the good news. You can fight back, and you can win. The science is crystal clear. You can build muscle at any age. Whether you're 60, 70, or beyond, your body is still capable of getting stronger if you give it the right stimulus. And no, you don't need to be a bodybuilder. You don't need to lift hundreds of pounds. You just need to challenge your muscles in a safe, structured, and progressive way. That could mean dumbbells, resistance bands, machines at a gym, or even bodyweight exercises like squats and push-ups. Whatever you have access to, use it. The goal is to make your muscles work. Because what you don't use, you lose. And that's not just a phrase. That's a biological fact. This kind of training doesn't just preserve muscle. It changes everything. It strengthens your bones, boosts your metabolism, improves your posture, supports your joints, enhances your brain function, and even helps regulate blood sugar. It's not just physical, it's holistic. People who train with resistance into their later years often report feeling younger, sharper, more energized, and more confident because they are literally reversing the clock from the inside out. And listen, you don't need to join a gym filled with 20-year-olds. You don't need to lift until failure. You don't even need an hour a day. You just need a commitment. 20 to 30 minutes, 2 to 4 times a week, with proper form and progressive resistance can do wonders. The key is consistency, effort, intent, not perfection. Because at this stage in life, strength isn't measured by how much you can bench, it's measured by how long you can keep living on your own terms. That's the kind of strength that matters now. The strength to protect your freedom, your dignity, and your joy. So if you've been avoiding strength training because it seems too hard, too confusing, or too late to start, understand this. The real danger is not doing it. The greatest risk isn't lifting weights. It's never lifting at all. Make resistance training a non-negotiable, not just for your body, but for your future. Mistake number 2, not eating enough protein. Let's talk about one of the biggest reasons people over 60 struggle to gain or maintain muscle. They're not eating nearly enough protein, and often they don't even realize it. Protein is the foundation of every muscle in your body. It's what repairs the tiny tears in your muscles after exercise. It's what builds new muscle tissue, and it's what keeps your body strong, energized, and resilient. But here's the catch. After 60, your body becomes less efficient at processing protein. What does that mean in simple terms? It means your body needs more protein to get the same effect that a younger person might get with less. This biological change is natural, but if you don't adjust your nutrition to match it, you're going to struggle, no matter how hard you train. You could be exercising consistently, lifting weights, doing everything right in the gym. But if you're not fueling your body with enough high-quality protein, you're spinning your wheels. Your muscles won't recover properly. Your progress will stall. And worse, your body may begin to break down muscle faster than it builds it, leading to weakness, fatigue, and even increased risk of falls and injury. Here's another truth. Most older adults are chronically under-eating protein, not because they're lazy or undisciplined, but because they were never told how much their bodies actually need. A piece of toast for breakfast, a light salad for lunch, and a modest dinner just won't cut it. Skipping meals or relying on carbs alone for energy might seem harmless, but over time it contributes to muscle loss, slower recovery, and lower metabolism. So, how much protein do you actually need? Research shows that older adults should aim for 1.2 to 2.0 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day, depending on activity levels. That can mean 90 to 130 grams per day for many people, significantly more than the outdated recommended daily allowance. And more importantly, this protein should be spaced throughout the day, not crammed into one meal or left to chance. Your muscles need a steady stream of amino acids to repair and grow. That means every meal matters. Start your day with something powerful. Eggs, Greek yogurt, protein smoothies. Make lunch count. Grilled chicken, tuna, cottage cheese, or legumes if you're plant-based. And finish strong with lean meats, tofu, or hearty grains like quinoa. Don't just eat to feel full. Eat to fuel growth. And if you're training hard but skipping protein afterward, you're missing your body's prime window for recovery. A post-workout meal or shake with at least 20 to 30 grams of protein can make all the difference in how quickly and effectively your body builds muscle. The bottom line is this: protein isn't just food. It's a message to your body to stay strong. When you give your muscles what they need, they respond with energy, strength, and the ability to keep living life on your terms. But if you starve your muscles, they'll shrink. And when muscle goes, so does freedom. The freedom to move, to play, to travel, to live fully. So if you're serious about building muscle after 60, don't just count your steps or your sets. Count your protein. Because every gram is a step towards staying strong, mobile, and independent for decades to come. Mistake number 3, neglecting recovery and sleep. Here's something most people don't hear enough. Muscle isn't built in the gym. It's built when you rest. That's right. The hard work you put into your workouts, the lifting, the sweat, the effort, That's just the stimulus. It's during rest, during stillness, during sleep that your body does the real magic, repairing, rebuilding, and growing stronger. But for many people over 60, recovery becomes the most overlooked and misunderstood part of the process. In a world that glorifies constant hustle and grind, rest is often mistaken for laziness. But nothing could be further from the truth. Recovery is not weakness. It's a critical part of strength. As you age, your body becomes less efficient at repairing muscle damage. In your 20s or 30s, you might have bounced back from intense workouts in a day or two. But after 60, your recovery timeline is different. Your joints need more care. Your muscles need more time to heal. Your nervous system takes longer to calm down after stress. If you're constantly pushing without allowing proper recovery, you're not building strength. You're tearing your body down, bit by bit. And it's not just about taking a day off from the gym. Sleep is your body's ultimate repair shop. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, the very hormone responsible for muscle repair, tissue growth, and fat metabolism. If you're skimping on sleep, staying up late, dealing with stress, or sleeping in short, broken cycles, you're robbing your body of the one thing it needs most to rebuild and grow. That means 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep isn't optional. It's essential, not just for your muscles, but for your brain, heart, immune system, and emotional health. Want better workouts, better mood, faster recovery, and sharper thinking? Start by fixing your sleep. But recovery is more than just sleep. It's also how you treat your body between workouts. Active recovery matters. Light walking, stretching, mobility exercises, deep breathing, and even short naps can accelerate the healing process. Don't be afraid to listen to your body. Some days it might need a full rest. Other days it might just need a gentler pace. That's not quitting. That's training smart. And here's the truth. Pushing harder doesn't always mean better results. In fact, constantly overtraining without rest can lead to chronic fatigue, joint pain, hormonal imbalance, and eventually injury. And an injury at this stage of life can set you back months, not just physically, but emotionally too. So if you truly want to make progress, if you want to see your body get stronger, leaner, more capable, then you need to treat recovery with the same respect you give your workouts. Sleep like it matters. Rest like it's part of the plan, because it is. Growth doesn't happen when you lift, it happens when you heal. Remember, at 60 and beyond, strength isn't just about how much weight you can lift, it's about how well you can recover, adapt, and come back stronger. Prioritize recovery, like your results depend on it, because they absolutely do. Yes, you can build muscle after 60, but only if you train smart, eat right, and give your body the rest it needs. Avoid these 3 mistakes, and you'll be miles ahead of most. Your age isn't the barrier, your mindset is. So if you're ready to get stronger, feel better, and take control of your health, like, comment, and subscribe. Because strength has no age limit.